Oh, Windrose devs, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about today. Okay. And since I am the most important, obviously, the most important player of the entire world, and you should definitely just listen to me, okay, and not care about anybody else's feedback. All right, because I'm the most important player, obviously. I have a little feedback. I have a little feedback. Now, obviously, that whole bit was satire. I don't actually think I'm the most important player. Windrose is absolutely massive right now. It's popping off. It's popping off, and it's well deserved because it is one of the only good pirate games that has come out, I feel like, in a decade. Okay? It's been so long since a good pirate game has come out. Alright, and Windrose has done it. Windrose has done it, okay? An amazing game with just it's incredible. It's incredible. If you have not tried Windrose, go try it out. Play alone, play with your friends, whatever you want to do, man. It's great. It is a pirate game with survival aspects, and there's just a lot of cool stuff there, man. It's just a lot of cool stuff. Also, it is, I really like this as well. It is PvE. Okay? PvE. Which means you work cooperatively with other players, but you fight against the environment, players versus environment. Which means that there are like AI enemies, obviously, and other enemy ships, but they're not real players. They're you know, programmed computers, AI, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and also I'm not talking about. I know when you hear AI, you're like, whoa, hold on. It's not generative AI. It basically just means you're playing against a computer. Okay, it's programmed, and so it's really nice. It is really nice, dude. I have been waiting for a good pirate game for so long, and Windrose just checks all the boxes. But anyways, let me get into the feedback, okay? Because I think that Windrose is a really great game. It has a lot of potential, but it is still early in its development, okay? They have released the retail version of the game, but I feel like there's a lot more they can add to the game to make the experience just that much better. All right. So I got a list of 5 major things here that I want to see in the game sometime in the future. Okay? And the first thing, and this is the most annoying thing for me, I have been playing Windrose with my brother. But the thing is, my brother does not get on that often. All right. He's not on as often as me, or sometimes I'm not on as often as him, right? But the issue is the progression is not really unified. Okay, there is quest sharing so that when you finish a quest, sometimes it also finishes that same quest for the other players on the world. Okay, if you're playing co-op. Sometimes that's the big thing here because we've had times when I have finished a quest, a major quest or maybe a side quest, whatever it may be. I've finished that quest, but it wasn't finished for him when he joined into the game. So what I want is unified crew progression. That doesn't just mean for quests. I want shared knowledge. Okay? When I discover a blueprint to build a weapon, to build clothing, to build structures, whatever it may be, okay? I want that blueprint to also be discovered for him and for every other player on the world. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious right? But it's not in the game. It's not in the game. Every player has to discover each blueprint by themselves, because you, the host of the world, right? You can have every blueprint discovered in the entire world. You could have discovered every place on the map, whatever it may be. And guess what? If your buddy, okay, wants to join you, and he's never played Windrose before, right? He wants to join you. He has to discover everything. Everything. Okay? It's absurd, honestly, and it's so annoying. It is so annoying. Also, again, please, please, please synchronize charts. Okay? I want to synchronize the maps of each player. Alright? If I have an island discovered, or if I have a shipwreck discovered, or if I have a mine discovered, or a camp, whatever it may be, I want that discovery to be shared with the other players on the world. Okay? Right? Now, that doesn't mean, if I find all the chests in one location, then everybody has found all the chests in one location. No, hold on. No. Leave that to separate players, okay? If I discover a place and then I want to run through it and find all the little hidden secrets and the chests and all that to like complete that little, it's not a mission, but it's like it's like a little distraction. Okay, it's a little distraction, right? That gives you XP. If I complete that little distraction, okay, that doesn't mean everybody should have it completed. But if I discovered it, then all of the other players on the world should also have that location discovered. Not completed, but discovered. Okay? So please, share maps. Okay? I want shared maps. Alright? If I'm the host of the game and I've discovered a million islands and all of these little small like points of interest, I want the other players on the world to also have those little point of interest discovered. All right. So if the and honestly, I don't even. I'd say the host should be the main player, right? So if the host discovers those things, then it should be shared with everybody on the world, right? Because, if a... Well, no, actually, scrap that, dude. Shared maps all across. All across. If somebody on the world, no matter who it is, if somebody on the world discovers a location, a point of interest, or whatever it may be, then everybody on the world should have that point of interest or location discovered as well. The fog of war should be cleared for everybody on the world. All right. And this prevents the frustration of one player saying, "Holy guacamole, look at that island. Oh my goodness gracious." And then you're on the other side of the world. You can't see the island on your map. You can only see the little little player dot thing moving around, and you're like, I wonder what he discovered. And you're supposed to travel from the other side of the world to that island to see what he discovered. Right? It's ridiculous. So yes, shared maps for sure. Now that's like the first category of things that I want. Unified crew progression. We need to establish and expand on that, because we have it to a certain degree, right? Shared quests, which sometimes work, sometimes don't, whatever. Now, the second category of things that I want, okay? I want a way to mess around with the game and the game's assets, okay? That can be through a creative mode, through a console commands, cheat codes, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it, okay? I just want to mess around with the assets. Okay? This game is literally ripe for a creative mode. Like the game's begging for a creative mode. And the developers didn't think of that. Or maybe they did think of it and they just didn't implement it. Whatever it may be, man. Creative mode, creative mode, creative mode. Alright? Now, it doesn't have to be creative mode. It's just that creative mode is the most accessible. Console commands are also good. Cheat codes are also good. Whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. Okay? I just want a way to mess around with the game. Just have fun. Okay? No objectives, no nothing. Just mess around. Which is really cool. Like, I like the console access on Valheim, The Forest, those types of games. Those games have consoles, right? Where you can put in little commands and get stuff and do things and change the time and whatever it may be. Okay? I want that for this game. Now, for the third little category of things that I want here, granular world creation modifiers. All right. Right now, the only modifiers that you can tweak and change when you create a world in Windrose are enemy based. It's like how much health do the enemies have? How much damage do the enemies do, and how much health does the enemy ship have? Blah 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 blah. It's based around the enemies. Okay. How about this? Let's add more modifiers. Okay. Let's add maybe a keep inventory on death option. That'd be nice. Also, another thing. Oh, this is even part. I mean, I guess I could put this in this category. I want raids. Where are the raids at? We have enemy ships and all of this stuff, right? All these enemies in this environment, okay, this violent environment where there's a lot of enemies, not only enemy pirates, but there's also enemy like animals and all that stuff, and there's like little enemy outposts on some islands. That's cool. That's really cool. I really like that. Now hold on. How about, depending on the size of a base that you create, it gets a higher chance of being raided by enemies. Whatever type it may be. It can be animals, it can be pirates, whatever it may be. Okay, I just want a way for the bases to get raided. That'd be really cool, right? And the reason why I say depending on the base size, depending on how many things are inside of the base, inside of the outpost that you create, is because obviously if you make like a little camp with like one workbench and a tent, nobody's going to want to raid that. Okay? That doesn't make any sense to raid. But if you have like a huge base, multiple buildings, an abundance of workbenches of all different types, and a bunch of storage, if you have a huge, like, if you have a castle, dude, raid it. Raid that castle. Steal my loot. Whatever, okay? I just want a way that the enemies can raid my bases. All right? Because that'd be really fun. That'd add like another element of, surprise and stuff. It'd just be really cool to see in the game. All right? And, I mean, is this even part of the granular world creation modifiers? I don't even know. I think this is like a whole separate thing. But yeah, I want raids in the game. But actually, talking about modifiers, raid frequency. Right? Raid frequency. If we can set like the raid frequency from like 0% to 100% or something like that, that's cool too. But first we actually have to get raids in the game. But anyways, yeah, man, I want resource abundance modifiers, keep inventory on death option, just more modifiers for the game, for the world creation, right? I would like that. I would like more modifiers for that. Also, this is this is the fourth category, but this one's smaller. It's not that annoying, but it still is pretty annoying. Every time that I build a dock or a pier or whatever you want to call it, I always have to crash into it or park 100 miles away and then swim to the dock or pier or just to the island to actually, you know, make it. So I wish there was an automated docking system where if there's a dock or a pier, it kind of like slows down when you're reaching the dock and it assists you in parking. You know what I mean? That'd be nice. Obviously, it's not really like it's not a necessity because either way, like crashing into the island or the pier or the dock, I don't think your boat really takes damage, and if it does, it doesn't take that much damage. But it'd be nice to see. The fifth category of things, okay, that I want to see more structure customization. All right. So what that basically means is to be able to paint structures and also to kind of change the patterns. So yeah, there should be more options of patterns in all types of structures, whether it's stone, whether it's timber, whether it's thatch, whatever it may be. Okay, there should be more patterns. There should be painting options. Okay, whether that's like a paintbrush or maybe a customizer even before you place the structure, right? Whatever type of customization for structures. Okay, I want that. That seems very cool. Now, Windrose has done a really good job with the decoration and making the decoration useful as well to give you an excuse to actually build the decoration, because in each outpost that you create, you will actually have guests and people living in your outpost. So you have to make decoration to up your comfort level in that outpost. Ugh. Excuse me. To up your, comfort level in that outpost, which means that it gives you a stamina buff. A stamina buff, right, when you're in the outpost, depending on the level of comfort that outpost has. Okay, which is very nice. I think that's a good way to make decoration not only look nice but also be kind of useful. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give a little feedback on the game. But personally, though, I think that the developers are doing a great job with the game, and they've done a great job with the game. I think the game is very fun right now. It's very nice to have a pirate game to play. I like pirate games, and Windrose actually kind of reminds me of like Ark. Strangely enough, I know, but Ark, completely different game. It's a dinosaur game, but Windrose kind of reminds me of it. And so that's where I got the idea of like more modifiers and everything, because Ark is modification heaven, dude. You can modify every single aspect of your experience in Ark. Okay, it's insane. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, then you can leave a like on the video. If you want to subscribe to see more of me, then you can do so down below. It's free. And if you want to comment something, then comment something. Go ahead, go down there. Comment some suggestions, man. Comment some feedback for the developers, because they're obviously going to watch this video out of the millions of videos on YouTube. They're going to watch this video. Okay. So yeah, comment your feedback down below. Tell me like what do you think would be a good thing to add to Windrose, or is expand on like an already existing feature in the game. Whatever it is, just comment something. How about that? Just comment something. That's it. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.